Hey, good lunchtime, everybody out there. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday today so far. This is Coach Bill with Weight Loss Made Easy. Guys, today's topic is probably a topic that we need to talk more about because there seems to be some issues out there about people who are looking to lose the body fat or the weight or whatever they're trying to do here, and they don't have patience. They're saying that they've been on a certain program. Let's use mine for an example, my 90-day online personal coaching, and they're expecting to get to their goal weight in 30 days or 45 days. And if they're not seeing the results that they're looking to see in those 35 or 45 or 60 days, they get frustrated because they feel like they're doing something wrong. Well, guys, I'm going to give you the truth about that. You guys, first of all, got to change your mindset when it comes to long-term or losing that belly fat or body fat and keeping it off long-term. And so the topic for today is, why is patience and consistency important for weight loss? Well, that's a very good question. Why is it? Because, guys, the American public, or most of the people out there, have a mindset that they want a quick fix way to get in shape, or they want a pill or a product or a shot to get them to their goals by tomorrow or next week or in two weeks. And honestly, guys, it's not going to happen. It will never happen, and even if it did, it's not going to work long term. It's only a short term, and that's why the Western diet has never worked, because it's not designed to work. It's only designed as a band-aid. These quick fix pills, these quick fix fat burners, these quick fix diets, whatever you want to call them, or the shots, they're band-aids. They're not actually going to work, and they're not long term, because your body isn't designed to do that. So what makes you think that you've been overweight for so long, or for, say you're 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight, and you haven't been taking care of yourself, and so it's been 6, 7, 8 months, or a year, or 3 or 4 or 5 years, and then you decide, or some kind of a medical issue pops up, or your doctor says, if you don't lose that weight, you're going to probably die. So then you're panicking, and you're going, okay, I need to go online and Google different weight loss programs. How do I lose that weight? And then you come upon a weight loss guru or a wellness coach that's probably doing it right, and says you got to give yourself time, you got to have patience, and you got to do it the healthy way and do it the natural way, not with synthetic chemicals or not with pills, because that's not going to work. Well, that's not what the American public wants. They want to get it done right now. They don't want to take the time to do it the right way. They don't want to take the time to do it the healthy way so that it stays off. They don't want to do that. They want to do it now, but see, that's not going to ever work. So you're setting yourself up for failure right off the bat. So the first thing you got to do is you got to change your mindset and say, okay, I want to do this the healthy way. I want to do this the right way. And so I am going to have patience, and I am going to be consistent with it, because we all know that if you're consistent with something, you are going to get the results. Now, what most of the public doesn't realize, that the factors that are involved that might be causing you not to get the results you want to get fast enough. There's all kinds of different factors that causes that, and most of you do not understand that. And so those of you that follow me know that one of the top issues for weight loss is hormonal. That's a big factor. That's a huge factor. That is at the top. So if you have, and this goes for men and women, if you have a hormonal issue, you got to fix that. Because what's controlling your weight gain, or what is controlling you having a hard time losing weight, is hormonal. And it's a hormone that is designed to store fat. Now, if you've been overweight for a long time, what in the world makes you think that you're going to lose that weight in 30, 45 days? You're not. You got to work up to it. You got to change the hormones. It takes time. It takes consistency in order for you to get that hormone that is designed to store fat under control. Because there's a couple other hormones that also is going to sabotage your weight loss, or going to give you a hard time losing that weight. You got to get those other ones under control also. But by getting this one particular hormone that is designed to store fat under control, those other hormones come into place and they start getting less, you get them under control. But it doesn't happen overnight. You have to set a platform, you have to set a foundation, you have to set a way or a lifestyle that's going to control those hormones. That's just one of the factors, which is a huge factor. Another big factor that a lot of you don't quite understand, and a lot of the wellness coaches that are online they don't talk about this, is there's another factor that you have to take in consideration. How long have you been overweight? How heavy are you? How many pounds overweight are you? Especially those of you that have been told by your doctor that you need to lose weight because you're borderline type 2 diabetic. You see, that is another factor. Are you borderline type 2 diabetic? And what does that mean? That means your blood sugar is too high. You got to get that under control before you're going to effectively lose the weight or get to the goal that you want to get to. Now, does that happen overnight? No, it does not happen overnight. You have to be consistent on what type of a meal plan you're on, or what type of water you're drinking to keep you hydrated, because hydration also causes you, or dehydration also causes you to hold on to that weight also. So there's all kinds of factors involved that you have to reverse before you can even think about that. And that's why the first 90 days is basically you're going to be laying down the foundation to give you that long-term weight loss and to give you that result you're looking for. Don't look at your first 30 days. Don't look at your first 60 days. Don't look at your first 90 days. Those are your educational. Those are setting up your protocols. Those are setting up your meals. Those are understanding how the physiology of the body works. Those are times when you're understanding the hormones that are causing you to gain weight. That's when you're doing your education. That's when you're learning how to do that. Look at long term, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, whatever. Start off small. Look at, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn all this. I'm going to lay the foundation down. And in 6 months, let's see what happens. And then after you hit the 6-month mark, look at your results. Then go then go 6 more months. Just do it in increments like that. But understand the factors that are involved that you got to where you got to in the first place, and how long have you been in that state. And how do you expect you to get, you got to look at the reality of it. It took you a long time to get to that state. You got to look at getting you out of that state. Same thing. It's going to take you a while to get out of that state. But you want to do it in steps, and you want to do it healthy, because that's the only way you're going to keep it off for the rest of your life. Okay, guys? Big factor here. This is something that most of the health professionals don't talk about. What is the condition of your liver? Okay, because see what we're doing here, guys, and what we teach in our 90-day online personal coaching. Oh, by the way, real quick before I keep going, hey, those of you that are watching me on Facebook and you want to see some more information about this, go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it, hit that bell. Those of you that are watching me on YouTube, hit that bell and you're going to get more information like this. But let's get back to the fatty liver. The object is your goal when you first get started and you're planning to lose that weight is you need to understand what the word fat or what fat adaptation is. Because our body was designed to be in that stage or that state. Okay, we are designed to be in fat adaptation. You need to fully understand what that means, and I'm not going to get involved in that right now. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's videos about that. But that's your goal because you're looking to be, all that stored fat you have sitting there. You guys that are eating a lot of carbs, you're not even dipping into that fat storage. That's where all the magic is in that fat storage. You're eating way too many carbs, and that's part of your issues, and that's what's causing your hormones to be out of control, and you're a carboholic, which is causing your liver to have, you're having a fatty liver. So those of you that are 25, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 100 pounds overweight, and you've been in that state for a year, 2 or 3 or 4, chances are you have a fatty liver. By having that fatty liver, it's going to slow the process of you being in fat adaptation. And by that process being slowed down, you're not going to see the results as quickly as you think you or as you want to. And besides, let's go back to it, patience and consistency. So if you most likely have hormonal issues, which is causing you to store more fat, on top of the fatty liver. Now you got 2 factors there, very important factors here that you have to reverse. Do both those reverse overnight? No, it takes time. But if you lay the foundation down and you stay consistent with it and you're patient and you look at the long term, you are going to reverse those issues and you will see the results. Some see results faster than others. But at least you're on the right path, you're on a healthy path, and you're using your own body's natural mechanisms to lose that body fat. See, that's the key factor. You're not using a chemical or you're not using a pill to get you to lose the body fat. You're using the body's natural mechanisms to lose it. You're putting yourself into fat adaptation and you're understanding what ketosis means and the power and the health benefits behind ketosis. When you get your body in a state of fat adaptation, it could take 2, 3, 4 weeks to get you in that state. I don't know how bad your liver is or how quickly you can reverse your fatty liver or how quickly can you take control of that hormone that's causing you to hold on to the fat or the weight. It will reverse. You just got to have patience. You got to get that mindset, okay? You follow the protocols exactly to the way they're set up. Eventually, that fatty liver is going to get healthier and healthier and healthier, which means it's going to wake up. It's going to produce the blood ketones, which are the magical state we want to be in, ketosis, put you into autophagy. And boy, that is where the magic is. Not only are you going to get the body fat inches off, but you're also going to put your body into a state of being in a healthy state and fight and prevent diseases like cancer naturally using your own body's immune system. So guys, you got to how acidic is your body? That's another factor. So we're looking at the hormones, imbalanced hormones causing you to hold on to the weight. We're looking at a fatty liver that needs to be reversed. That's going to cause you to not get into fat adaptation right away. How acidic is your body? How long have you been eating processed foods with multiple different pesticides, herbicides, chemicals. What about the water you're drinking? How about the water you're drinking? All, these bottled waters here, even the alkaline waters, they're full of toxic chemicals. So on top of all the other factors, you're also drenching your body with toxic chemicals. You're not going to be able to reverse the hormones. You're not going to be able to reverse your fatty liver because of why? Because of the toxic chemicals. How long have you taken medication? What kind of medication are you taking? You got to put that as part of a factor causing you to be slowing down. Okay? But all that can be reversed. You just have to have patience. You got to be on the right protocols. You got to be consistent, and you got to have patience, and you got to let your body heal itself naturally, because that's the only way that you're going to keep the body fat off long term. Emily and I have never in our entire career, being in the health industry, being on stage, we have never been able to keep our body fat off this long, for as long as we have now. We've been doing this for a couple years now, and the body fat, we're sustaining our goal body fat. Actually, I'm still losing some, and I'm actually maintaining my lean muscle mass and adding lean muscle at my age. See, that's a major factor. Is because we are fat adapted now. I mean, we are really strongly fat adapted. We are able to maintain our lean muscle mass at our age and add more lean muscle because of the type of exercising that we are doing. And it's all because I'm using my own natural mechanisms in order to keep that hormone that's designed to store fat under control. I've got a very healthy, active liver that keeps me in ketosis 24 hours a day. Now, I can throw myself out of ketosis whenever I want, but the thing, by eating high-carb foods or eating processed foods or having some a birthday cake or ice cream at one of my grandkids' parties, but guess what? Within 3 or 4 hours, I'm right back into fat adaptation, so I'm right back into burning fat as my primary fuel. Because why? Because I'm not a carboholic. I'm not overeating carbohydrates. I'm keeping my carbs down to a level that's healthy, and I'm still getting the fiber I need. You don't need as much fiber as you think you do, but you do need some good fat. You need more good fat than you do the carbohydrates to stay in control and to keep the hormones in control. Stress. Another major factor. That also will cause you guys to slow your progression down to lose that weight. If you're under a major amount of stress, the cortisol level will spike up and keep you, which is a hormone. That's going to keep you that's going to slow the process down. You got to learn how to deal with the stress. You got to spend some time outside walking or pondering, or jump into your scriptures and read your scriptures, or go out on a hike, or do something to control the stress. You got to learn how to do that. Meditate, listen to some massage music, something like that. So you see, I named a bunch of different factors on what will cause you to slow down, and you need to understand that these factors can be reversed if you're patient and if you're consistent, and you are going to hit roadblocks, but those don't last, especially if you're consistent. Your body will adjust and boom, get right back to it again. Okay? This is what I can guarantee, guys, because we've been doing it for so long. I've seen others do it for so long, and there's some health gurus on YouTube that have been doing it for so long, that if you do have patience and you are consistent and you lay the foundation down your first 90 days and you educate yourself on the physiology of the digestive system and how it actually works, and you're starting to understand how to control the factors that cause people to be overweight in the first place, then guess what? 6 months to a year down the line, you are going to be completely transformed. Completely. So don't quit if you think you're not seeing the results fast enough and it's only been 30 days or 45 days or 60 days. Don't quit, because most of you aren't going to see the results, because you have to lay the foundation down first. You have to be consistent, and you have to learn, because you're going to be making mistakes through the process. At the very beginning, you'll be making mistakes, so you have to adjust. When you make mistakes, that's a good thing, because then you're not going to make them further down the road when it gets to your 6 months or to a year. Okay, guys? So guys, like I said, don't expect something to happen overnight. It's not going to happen. Most of you have multiple of these factors right now that have to be addressed first. So the first 90 days or 60 days, whatever, that's laying the foundation down, like I've said many times. Okay, guys? So guys, go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it, hit the bell, because you'll get notified of the new videos that I put on there. And those of you that are watching my video or are watching me on YouTube now, hit that bell and you'll get notified also. Those of you that want to look into what I was talking about, my 90-day online personal coaching, so that you can learn the foundation to get started for your long-term body fat loss, message me. I'll send you the information about that. Okay, guys? So, guys, hope you saw some value in this video, and I really, really hope you guys understand there's multiple factors that you have to reverse first before you're actually going to start seeing the results that you want to see. Two things: patience and consistency. You follow these two things, over time, you will reverse those issues. And the results at the end are phenomenal. Your transformation will be phenomenal. Okay, guys? All I have to do is send you what my before picture was like and where I am now, especially at my age. So when somebody says, oh, you're too old, that is completely wrong. There is no age limit to get in the best health of your life. But start now, because the environmental toxins are getting worse, and this is a way, the 3 protocols that we offer is a preventative way to be able to prevent diseases like cancer. Okay, guys? Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you guys at the next video. Goodbye.